curious on the drive over, and I was thinking about when you were first getting started. Pretty
Freaking
cool.
5 years ago.
It's pretty cool how you built that thing up.
Trying. Let's go catch some freaking fish.
Yeah.
Good luck, boys.
Yep.
All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Be the Fish. It is tournament day. We just launched. It's a nice brisk 40 degrees right now. It's gonna get a little windy today. Hopefully not like last year's tournament. Hopefully nothing like that, but I'm excited. It's the first NYKBF of the year. It's a local circuit. I love the community and the camaraderie that we got on this thing, and it's just it's a fun time of year to go fish here in New York. It's April. Fish are chewing, fish are fat, fish are hungry, and we're just gonna have fun today. Fish free, fish how we want to fish, try to make good decisions. We'll see what happens. Try to fish clean. One cast, one bite, hopefully one fish at a time. We got 15 minutes till line's in. Water temps are 48 degrees, so we are gonna start off anyway, then on a little swim bait on a BKK football head. We're gonna start off with that. We got a trap, jerkbait, glide bait, swim bait, like a bigger swim bait, chatterbait. Trying to think what else, football jig. We're gonna try to do offshore first thing, and then we're gonna burn the bank with glide bait and a swim bait, depending how good the offshore bite is. So that's the plan we got. About a minute and a half here till line's in. Just gonna fish free and fluid, see what we can do. 6:30. First cast. Start on the trap. Not a good one, not a bad one. Right. 18. Thank you, bud. On the trap. Oh. Gosh, I need a net with a better diameter. This thing is obnoxious. I lose so much fishing time with the freaking net. It's not even funny. Leverage. $16.25. I hate nets so much. It's a love-hate relationship. Very much so. I love that they get in the net. I hate that they're just a pain. They get caught on everything. Turn the live off. We don't need it. We're just gonna go fishing. Oh no! Felt like a big one. Okay. It's number 3. 17. Smallies on a chatterbait. Sign me up. Sign me up. Riskier, but the trap was getting more bites. Oh my god, dude. What the heck? Still sharp? I don't get it. That felt big. Gosh dang. Fortunately, that's the game with the trap. Gosh. I felt like another freaking big one too. No, are you kidding me, dude? 3 fish in a row. More of this. I'll put this away. I think we gotta chill on this point for a little bit longer just because we're getting bites, but then we can come back. Want to do it because the treble hooks freaking suck, but we need to. See, why can't you all get it like that? 17. Fish number 4. Gosh, we lost those freaking big ones. Gosh, dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. It's all good. We're having fun. We've got a nice little breeze. It's going to get windier, so we're trying to make hay before it gets too bad, but this wind is helping us. Pretty sure I felt that fish either eat the first time or I hit it And so I slowed it down after I felt that, and then that fish came back and got me. Super interesting. It's a fun bite. It's just risky. I'd much rather be catching them either on a jig or a single swimmer, but if they're eating it, they're eating it. We're gonna give this probably 10-15, then we're gonna move again. I know they're biting all over the place. That feels big. Yeah, that's big. No, it's not. Put it away. Got a big head, little body. Yeah. 17. That's 5. Gone. I have no idea what my smallest is right now. Probably 16 something. I don't know if this is even gonna help. I'm gonna take a picture of them just in case though. That is one of the smallest fish I catch today. Choke this thing. Bro. 16. Screw this. Gloves are coming off, baby. Freaking mess. I tell you what. Really, I just gotta talk bad about them and they'll grow. $18. Chunky fella. I think our smallest is probably around 17. I keep saying I'm gonna leave, but then I go to leave. I catch another one. 19-incher. I think that makes our smallest 7. Well, I guess we're gonna ride it out for a second. Alright, unless we catch a 19 or up in the next 5 casts, we're leaving. It's not, you know, there's the whole don't leave fish to find fish, but I gotta go hit a big fish hole really quick. It's like a 5-10 cast and done. Yes, sir.
Okay, I sent you that message the other day on Facebook Messenger about your pictures. Asking you about your safety pick.
Oh, yeah. How are you, man? Doing all right. You catching them?
Nope.
No? I got like 90. Just pick up, you got a red trap? Yeah. You got a red one? Here, come over here. Come over here, I'll give you one. Just go burn shallow on the bank and just chuck and line this thing. I'll give you 2 because you found a snag of weed mat or 2. You ever been on this lake before?
Twice.
Got weed mats everywhere.
I saw a couple on the one dot marked.
Got a lot of money that's still in the bottom of this lake snagged on those things.
I'm gonna try to get around.
Oh, you're good. I'll swivel over to you. Yeah, literally just chuck this up shallow and burn it.
Really?
Yep. You'll
I
go
figured
smoke it.
they'd be, it's so cold, they'd be slow.
Oh no, they want it fast.
Yeah.
Slower, they won't eat it.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, rock and roll, man.
You gonna be at awards?
Yeah, oh.
All right. See you later then, man. Catch them up. Now, if you win on one of those, I get 10%. I'm just kidding. Good luck, man. Oh, crap. Big freaking walleye. Big freaking walleye. They're all schooling together. Sheesh. Dang. Forrest is gonna be pissed. Alright guys, we're making moves. We're going back to that starting spot. Ran to the big fish hole and it was big fish, but it was big pike and big walleye. So no bass off of it. But we're running back to the starting spot here. We got 89.5 inches. We got to get rid of 17.75. Our smallest. Our biggest is 18. So we need a kicker fish. We're in a good spot, or a decent spot. We need a kicker fish. But it's only 8:22 and we have 6 hours. So we're gonna buzz around. We're gonna make some different decisions here because this wind is supposed to be west, but south. Why not? Fish with the flow. That's our kicker fish, baby. That's our kicker fish, baby. Heck yeah. Oh boy. Gotta get this sucker back in the water quick. Alright, 19. Need to get him back in. Poor fella. at like 90-ish. Unfortunately, you're gonna have that with treble hook baits. You're gonna get them hooked in the tongue. Nothing you can really do about it. Well, first tournament, and we got this kayak messy. Thank God I got that marine mask in here. That wind's starting to kick up again. No. Gosh, lost another one. Yeah, that's a dang big old smallie. Big old smallmouth. Cast that way, right in front of you. It's a 20 and a half. 20 and a half. Probably 4 and a half. Cast straight in front of you. there. Sheesh. I think that might help. Let me just make sure it's see what I gotta get rid of. Otherwise, well, that doesn't help. Choked it. Freaking choked it. I don't think it's gonna help though. 17. Wind-blown bank with a swim bait. The way they're eating that thing, I feel like I gotta keep throwing it. I feel like I gotta run into a big bite doing this. We're doing that rest of the day. Throwing this swim bait. The way they're eating that thing, I gotta throw it. Can't catch a freaking big one. and a half. 20 and a half. Thanks, dude. Talk about a buzzer beater. Woo! Alright guys, we're on the road back home. GoPro ended up actually freezing at the end of the day. I didn't die, it froze on me. It got very cold there, very windy, pretty nasty. It was hailing. It was hailing on us today. But the fish did not care because they were chewing pretty good for the majority of the day. But we just went to awards. I did a little like video, I guess, there, but really, I do a really bad job, and I apologize to you guys that watch this channel, that enjoy this channel. I do a really bad job of remembering to film at awards and things like that. But to be quite honest with you, you know, for NYKBF, I like being present and I like being in the moment for stuff like that, because for really not a better definition for it, those are my people. Like, those are the people that share the same addiction as me, that we're going out there, you know, at very most you're going to win a little bit over $1,000, but at the same point in time you're competitive and you're trying to learn. Like, it's awesome about it is you have people after the fact that are talking, chatting each other up, whether you did well or not. People are happy, in a good mood, they're getting drinks, they're getting food, they're chit-chatting. People are becoming really good friends. I've watched people become very, very close when they first joined NYKBF as strangers, and now they're best friends. And it's a really good camaraderie, and I do a bad job of filming it because I like to be in the moment there and not distracted with trying to make sure what angles I'm getting, what content I'm capturing. So here on out, I promise to do my best to get you guys glimpses of those award sessions, but I will never promise again to take you guys to awards, because I know I'm gonna forget time and time again. But nonetheless, it's cool to see the new people that join NYKBF. It's cool to meet the new people that join in, and we've had a few folks that have come up to me that watch the channel, and you guys do not know how much I appreciate the positive comments, and you know, the people that come up that have watched the channel. And I apologize. I am one of those people that are horrible with taking compliments. I have no idea how to act. I appreciate them wholeheartedly. They mean the world to me. I'm really bad at taking compliments. So that being said, awesome day, but wild conditions. It was good to see everybody at awards. We ended up in second place. We almost won our third charity event. We were half an inch behind our pal Gary, who actually took a hiatus from NYKBF but came back and laid the hammer to him and caught his personal best. It was a 7.5-pound largemouth, which is a giant for New York. So I'm pumped for Gary. He's a really good dude, wicked photographer. Man, guys, so much fun. I mean, we lost a bunch of fish, which definitely is a bummer, but at the same time, I think that was Gary's tournament to win. So the fish gods were aligning it as such. And man, it was just awesome. Burning a trap. The fish that ate the Magdraft, holy crap, it was gone. That is April bass fishing in New York. Hail, crazy wind in the wrong direction because our weathermen suck, and then fish absolutely clobbering any sort of bait that's in their face. So it was freaking awesome. But I wanted to give you guys an update as we're on the road on the way home here. Gonna go home, hang out with the wife for a little while. She's not feeling too great, so we're gonna be basically, it means free reign to go fish all weekend. We actually have a tournament next weekend on a lake that I have never been to before. Well, I take that back, I've been there for an hour, but I didn't do much searching. So tomorrow we're actually gonna go out and I'm gonna put in the plan is I'm gonna go out tomorrow on that lake and put in probably 4 or 5 hours of graft time, but the wind is not looking great. It's kind of looking like today, so I don't know, I might change up plans and go somewhere different. Either way, we got another video coming tomorrow, so you'll have a fun fishing video for your next video. And then we got another derb coming up. We got a bunch of derbs coming up local. The next, I think, 3 weekends we have a tournament. Man, I love this stuff. I live for it. I love fun fishing. Tournament fishing is freaking awesome. And I know you guys like tournament videos. So we're gonna make our way home, and we'll show you guys the exact rods, reels, and baits that I caught these fish on in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, we are back at the house. I just started filming this, and neighbor is starting to mow their lawn, so I apologize. This is one of my only times today that I get to film. This is actually the Sunday. I told you guys I was gonna go fishing, but the weather changed. It's gonna be just as windy as yesterday and colder, and while I wanna go fish, I also just don't think it's getting worth going and get sick, and I have a lot of stuff to get done anyways, so I'm gonna choose today to get some stuff done, and then I think a couple evenings this week I'm actually gonna go sneak out and chase some smallmouth or some little smaller bodies of water, chase some largemouth. But so you will have some more of those videos coming, but I figured I'd run through the setups that I caught all my fish on today and give you guys a glimpse at what got it done for me. So we'll start first and foremost. Now this trap specifically is actually my favorite color, but I wasn't actually throwing it, but this caught me one fish. It was that clutch 20-incher right at the end. That is a Strike King red-eye shad. But this is the chartreuse perch, one of my absolute favorite colors that they got. And what I did on it, this one specifically, why I wish that I'd done this with all of my Strike King red-eye shads that I had in, I think it was like Rayburn Red or Red Crawl, what I can't remember, but basically a red-eye shad. I had 5 of them. I lost every single one to either a pike or a walleye. So I had nothing to show you guys, but it was mostly that red. I'll link all the baits down below to Omnia Fishing. You guys can use code series10, save 10% off, get exact baits that I was throwing in this tournament. But what I did with these, I hate the stock hooks that come with a lot of these traps. So this one I actually swapped over to Ichikawa's, and those give me a lot of confidence in putting fish in the boat. The stock hooks, you can catch a lot of fish, but what I found, at least a lot of the stock hooks that come with like Strike King red-eye shads, things like that, you can catch 4 or 5 fish, but then afterwards the hook points start to dull, get a little bit soft. You can still catch fish with them, but your hook up to land ratio goes down dramatically is what I found. Whereas these Ichikawas are the deal. Ichikawas, or I use like Owner ST36s if you're a fan of round bends, but that was the deal. And I got this, I think this is my new favorite trap rod. It's a rod that I actually like for a lot of things. It might be my favorite rod in the world in regard to the length and action on it, but it's a 7.5 medium heavy fast Abu Garcia Fantasista X. And it's a little bit on the softer side, where it bends down at like 4 eyelets up, it starts to come down. So one, it can give you the power to drive a hook home. Like I use this long distance, casting out like a shaky head, dragging a Senko, things like that. But it gave me enough tip, softness, and backbone for the trap. And the 7.5, you could freaking launch it, which I think you guys saw. But throwing it on 12-pound Seagar and Vizex Shimano SLX $100 reel was money. And unfortunately we lost some fish, but that's the game with the trap. You know, most of the time if you got a 75% at least for your land ratio on a trap, you're doing pretty good, at least for my eyes. But if you have other trap tips that I'm missing to make that 80 to 90%, let me know, all ears. And then the next one, which you guys have seen I think countless times on this channel by now, you guys know I'm a big fan of throwing 6 or 8-inch swim bait, and that is quite simply I'm either throwing a Berkeley Cull Shad or a Megabass Magdraft. And the Magdraft caught a bunch of fish for me. Really thought this is what my big bite was going to come on, you know, especially burning shallow on those wind-blown banks. Thought that was where my big one was going to come from. And I say big ones, we had 2 20-inch smallmouth, both on the trap. But I'm meaning like a 20.5, 21 big largemouth that are like winning fish, which was the winner. Which, you know, the winner, Gary, had a 21.75 that put him over the edge. Those are the kind of fish that you need in these tournaments if you're going to win. But 96 inches in second place ain't too bad, especially with having our small fish be like an 18. So we definitely had the consistency going for us. But Megabass Magdraft, this is the 6-inch 20-pound Seagar and Vizex. This is this is one of my favorite rods as well, in regard to the amount of juju I have going on this dang rod. This 7.6 heavy fast is caught a lot of dang big fish on it. It's lasted me. It's been repaired twice. It's one that doesn't even have any hook keeper on it, so I literally pin it to the reel here. But I do have a little new product coming that I'm going to try to put on this. I got more coming, and I'll show you guys when I get them. That'll solve that problem for a hook keeper for me. cool people that I met at the Classic. I'll show you guys soon, I promise. Which actually they're on Omnia, so I'll link them down below. If you're curious, I'll link them down below. Super cheap product that adds a hook keeper wherever you want on your rod. And they're great people. But 7.6, it's an older Abu Garcia. It's the Fantasista Premier. And I have an Abu Garcia Revo SX, again 20-pound fluorocarbon. And I usually take the stock hook of the Magdraft off. It's usually good for a couple fish too. It's actually a great stock hook. I just have so much confidence in Ichikawa and owner that I swap over to one of those. And then next two baits are ones that I didn't catch a lot of fish on, but I did catch some good fish. One that I actually lost, probably a 19 or so inch smallmouth. I definitely, looking back on it and looking at the footage, it would have helped. Unfortunately, the GoPro angle actually had it on the right side for this tournament. If you guys like the right shoulder versus the left shoulder that I traditionally do, let me know and we'll do that going forward. I actually kind of liked it, but I lost one that definitely could have helped. I'm sure that happened for a lot of people because when you're throwing treble hook baits, you're going to lose fish. That's a Berkeley Stunner, just the standard 112. This is one of the few baits that I keep the stock hooks on because Fusion 19s are pretty good, but over time they will dull out pretty quick compared to other ones. But off the get-go, they're pretty dang sticky. I'm actually a pretty big fan of these for stock hooks, so I leave those on. I think this is, I think the color is Hanky Panky, I think it's called. 10-pound Seaguar Vizex. We got a Shimano X-Bride 610 medium light and a Daiwa Tatula. It's a 8 to 1 gear ratio. I like those really fast gear ratios for top water as well as jerkbaits. But if you guys noticed in the video when I was throwing this thing, it's brand new reel. I really like it, but it screams like a baby screaming sometimes when I cast it. There's some casts that are perfect, and then some casts that sounds like somebody is screaming coming out of the reel, which doesn't bother me, but it can't be the most enjoyable sound in the world. If anybody has a fix to that, I don't know if that's like a lubricant or something I gotta use, let me know down below. I've tried dunking the reel and stuff, it doesn't seem to fix it, but great reel. I'm usually not a huge fan of Daiwa casting, but I really do like that one, especially for jerkbaits. But Daiwa spinning as well is money. And then so the last setup that I caught some fish on, caught a few, at least first thing, that fire red jackhammer. You guys see that fire red blade right there, and actually you can see my little contraption here. I didn't bring any fire red trailers with me. I debated between either going to green pumpkin, going to white. I figured I'd try to match it a little bit, so I took a white spunk shad from Hog Farmer and took I have an orange of the garlic markers, and I marked that up orange to try and match that. But that caught me a few fish. Definitely a fun little bait to throw around. Chatterbait in the spring, it's pretty easy math. It's gonna catch fish. But I had that on a this is a 7.5 medium fast. You guys know this rod because this rod has won me a decent amount of money. It won me my first big event on the Hobie BOS with 10 grand. It's an Alpha Angler clutch. It's a 7.5 medium fast, which is more like a medium heavy, to be quite honest. It's a little bit on the beefier side for a medium, but had that to 15-pound fluorocarbon and a Shimano Corrado DC. Had that reel for a heck of a long time. Like, you can't even barely even see the DC on the side anymore. Just a bulletproof reel. So again, I'll link everything down below that I was using, the clothes that I was wearing from Blackfish Gear, as well as the Hobie eyewear shades that you guys can save 20% off if you click the link down below. Literally just click the link and it adds 20% to your cart. But thankfully I was wearing Blackfish Gale bibs as well as that Zenith jacket, because I know a bunch of people I was talking to that were in other brands were freezing cold and wet. And while I was wet, I was still dry and warm. Those Gale bibs have like perfect insulation in them that kept me quite toasty. Literally all I was wearing under was the new Blackfish sun pants and then Blackfish base layer. So basically, like, if I didn't have those bibs, I would have been freezing. I would have been wet. Which I'm glad I wore those, because I was originally just thinking about wearing insulated khaki pants, and I'm glad I wore those bibs because it got pretty rowdy. You guys saw the hail, the rain, the wind. It was pretty nuts conditions, which I think, while sucked to be in, especially because I forgot my gloves, my hands were frozen, but everything else was warm, and I think those conditions made those fish true, which today it might actually kind of suck because it's kind of post-frontal, cold, windy as heck, so they might eat a little bit, but it might actually be kind of tough today, which partial of my decision of not going fishing. Either way, I know some people skip out after the tournament and results and things like that, but second place finish. Wanted to show you guys the things that I was using. If you guys like those, let me know down below. Appreciate every one of you guys for watching. We got a bunch of tournaments coming up, so we're gonna have many more tournament videos coming up here, and I'm gonna try to do my damnedest to make sure I'm putting out 2 videos a week going forward if I can. I appreciate everybody that's patient, that comes back and watches regardless of what day I post. You guys mean the world to me. And again, thank you to the people that came up and said hello at awards. I absolutely love that. It means the world to me. You guys are awesome. Please like this video, subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.